Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hi, Tangerine. Oh, hi, Chris. Happy Friday. I will get to your question in just a little bit. I've got my, oh my God, I'm like trying to get ready here. I just clicked live and I didn't have my stuff set up. Hope everyone is doing okay. Are you there, Chris, or are you coming back? I got my list, but I have a couple of really interesting things on my list to ask about. Hi, Persnickety. Happy Friday. How are you? How was your week? I have so I have some really kind of interesting things to ask about today. Well, they're all interesting. Hi, Lena. Happy Friday. Hi, Penny. Happy Friday, guys. Friday. And I'm wearing my Ed Sheeran concert t-shirt from when I went to Ed Sheeran concert. I don't know if you can see the little butterfly. And then on the back, it's got his tour, which it looks like a math equation, like it's like an equal division, whatever. It's got all the symbols on the back. So how's everyone's week going? Did everyone have a good week? I can't believe it's Friday already. This week went like that. I feel like it was just yesterday we were doing a live. So yeah, I blinked and it was Friday again. Which I don't know. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I just feel like it went by in a blink. By the way, I wanted to let you guys know. So starting not next Friday, but the Friday after that, yes, it has been a fast week. So 2 Fridays from today, I will be probably most likely doing my live streams an hour to an hour and a half later than I normally do. So I've been trying to do it at this time every week, but I think my schedule is going to be changing a little bit. So I may have to bump it back, an hour and a half maybe. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, if you're saying, well, where's Kathy? That's what's going on. I think I have to, I'm 90% sure I'm going to have to, my schedule is going to be changing. So I'll be starting, like I said, like an hour and a half later on my live stream. So, but I'll still be here. Hopefully you guys will be too. So you know what, let me ask, I don't know if Chris is still here or if she left. I'll ask her question really quick, and then I'm going to go into some interesting things that I wanted to ask about. So Tangerine Cottage Chris said, I wanted to ask if there's anything the universe wants me to know about my life. Well, Chris, what I would say is that's such a general question, and that's more of like a question for like a full reading. So yeah, we're going to do Brit. That's number 1 on my list. We're going to do her. So Chris, yeah, if you can think of like a specific question that you want to ask about, I'll ask that later on. I'm going to go through my list. And number 1, Britney and Sam are getting divorced. I've always seen that they're probably going to get divorced and, all of that. I guess Sam filed and, at first I was like, interesting that he filed. Oh, and by the way, I told you guys I would bring this on last week. Here's my book. Tarot for Beginners. That's my book. So this is on Amazon. So I promised you guys I would show you, bring it on to show you this week. So there it is. But anyway, hi, Chris. So Chris, I was going to say, that question is like kind of a full reading question. So, if you have something specific you want me to ask, maybe come up with that, and then I'll ask it later on in the live. Thanks, Lena. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. It's this was I mean, thank you, persnickety. Yeah, I was really excited, and I had been meaning to write it for many years, and I don't know, I just didn't write it. I don't think it was probably the right timing. So, when it was the right timing, it was about, when did I write this? About almost 2 years ago. Oh, thanks, Chris. Yeah, it's on Amazon, but I do have on my website. I do know it was actually published and released almost a year ago. So I think it was last October or November. I think. I can't quite remember now. So I think it was released like last, I don't know, October, November. So, what is it? 10 months? 10 or 11 months, or 9 or 10 months it's been out. So hi, Maria. Happy Friday. Yeah, thanks. I mean, if you guys want an easy way to find it, just go on my website. And on my website, I've got, I think it's on the, I have it on 2 of my tabs. It's on About Kathy tab page. And then it's also on the Classes and Other News tab. So it's on both of those. But if you go on there, I've got a link directly to Amazon where you can get it. But yeah, so that's my little book, and I'm already thinking of doing a follow-up on maybe some advanced tarot spreads. I also want to do a book on numerology, because that seems to be popular. I mean, I've got every time I schedule a class, I'm going to do a book on numerology. I don't know. Who knows? When it happen, that's when it'll happen. So it'll happen. All right. Crazy Britney and Sam getting divorced. Sam filed for divorce. Have you guys heard this? Probably, because it's been literally everywhere, all over social media. So, I knew that they were going to get divorced. I at first I was a little surprised that Sam was the one who filed. So, and then of course there's rumors that you're also responsible for a new obsession, tea light candles. Yay! Yes. Yeah, tea light candles. I mean, gosh, because when you're doing any kind of candle energy work, the tea lights are perfect because they only last maybe 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. I guess it depends on the brand or whatever. And so you can light it, say when you get home from work, or maybe when you're cooking dinner, and it's out before you go to sleep, so you don't have to worry about it. It's just out and it's done. So, I'm always doing. Oops, breaking up. What's breaking up, Maria? But anyway, yeah. So I love the tea light candles too. I mean, they're just perfect. They're quick, relatively quick. You can light it and be doing something else. You can say a little affirmation and then just go on and do whatever it is you want to do. So I'm loving tea light candles for learning energy work. They burn quickly. Yeah. That's why I recommend them, because when you're doing candle energy work, you want to let the candle burn all the way out. So you don't want to blow it out because then you're blowing away what you're trying to accomplish. So the tea light is, perfect because, that's what I was going to say about letting it burn out. If you don't let it burn all the way out, it'll still kind of work, but letting it burn all the way out is kind of like putting the period on the end of the sentence. It just kind of wraps it up. It completes it. So, what is the best color to burn? Well, it depends on yeah, that's right, persnickety. Every color has its own meaning. So it depends on what you're, trying to accomplish. Hi, Chrissy. Happy Friday. Look, Chrissy, I'm wearing my Ed Sheeran concert t-shirt that I got when I went to see Ed Sheeran a couple weeks ago. And Chrissy, I don't know if you were on. Look, here's my book. Hi, Paula. Happy Friday. So yeah, here's my book that's on Amazon. I don't know if you were on when I was showing it a few minutes ago, but well, you can't, you know what? So Chris, you can. I have a Chris and a Chrissy. So Chris, you can burn white. White is great. White helps to bring think of like God, love, not necessarily love, but God, protection, angel protection. It's a good candle for that, to bring like that spiritual protection. So white is great. You can do white every day. You can do any of the colors every day, actually. But yeah, white is great. It just depends. Me, I have a big giant case always on hand of black, because black helps to absorb negative energy. So I myself, thank you, Chrissy. So me, myself, I burn a black candle every day, just every day. It's like I brush my teeth every day. I burn my black candle every day. I've got my crystals on. I sleep with them. I do my sprays, my Palo Santo spray and frankincense and myrrh and my holy water. And every day, that's just what I do. So it's just good to kind of do that every day. All right. So yeah, Britney and Sam getting divorced. I knew that they were going to get divorced. I was a little surprised that I heard Sam was the one who filed. But, then the rumors are out there that, good, Chris, I'm glad. The rumors are that, Britney cheated on Sam, and I do not believe she cheated. I don't either, Penny. We're going to ask today, but I don't feel that she did. I feel Sam did something, whether it was like a full cheating or I don't know what I want to take a look. I've got 5 questions that I wanted to ask about Britney. So, you like the cover. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Isn't it cute? It's different, right? It's cute. I had, the, literary agent that I worked with, she has a person that drew it up. So she drew up like hi, Derek, how are you? Happy Friday. Hey, Chrissy and Derek, and maybe a couple of you might not have heard this in the very beginning. Yeah, I agree, Chris. But just so you guys, I don't know if you heard it in the beginning. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. But starting not next Friday, but the Friday after that. So 2 Fridays from now, my schedule is going to change slightly. So my live streams will be about an hour to an hour and a half later than I typically do that. So, yeah, well, that's one of the questions I'm going to ask Chrissy. So yeah, so starting 2 weeks from today, my live streams, unfortunately, I know for you UK people, it's going to be pretty late. I'm sorry about that, but it's unavoidable. So I think I'm going to have to, push the time back an hour to an hour and a half. But I'll still do the lives. I'll still be here, but it may have to be pushed back, and it's kind of uncontrolled. I don't have control over that. So, unfortunately. But yeah, this is my cute little cover. I thought it was so cute because it's different. Like it looks very different than most, book covers, I think, in general. I just thought it was cute. Thought it would stand out. So anyway, so that's fun. All right. All right. So I told you guys about starting 2 weeks. I'm going to have to push it back an hour, hour and a half, maybe, but I'll still be doing the live streams on Friday. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. But anyway, so Britney, so I have 5 questions that I want to ask about on Britney, and obviously, with the divorce, I mean, social media has, lost its mind, and all these rumors are coming out, and people are saying she cheated on him, and whatever. I'm going to ask. I want to ask. Excuse me. I want to ask some questions just to see, what's going on here. I don't feel she cheated, but we're going to see. So the first thing I do want to ask is if Britney did cheat on did she cheat on Sam? I don't feel she did, but I'm going to ask. I turned my candles. You burn your candles in the morning when I'm getting ready for the day. Good. That's good, Chrissy. Yeah, that's a good time. So yeah, let's ask, did Britney cheat on Sam? I wonder if he wasn't a person placed in her life to keep an eye on her. Well, Chris, I did ask about that. Thank you. Yeah, Ed Sheeran, my little butterfly with Ed Sheeran. Yeah, Chris, I did ask a few live streams ago, maybe a month or month and a half ago, I think. I don't know. If you go back in the descriptions of the videos that I usually try to put in there, I'll do the timestamps of what I'm asking at which part in the video. But I think I don't feel personally, from the energy, when I focus on the energy and when I did the cards, I don't feel that Sam was specifically put there to keep an eye on Britney. I don't get that. I don't feel that. I actually feel that her family did not want Sam in the picture. That's really the energy that I felt ever since the beginning. So I don't think that he was part of that. But anyway, okay, you know what? Hold on, this a bad host. I'm going to turn on my ceiling fan. 1 second. I'm still here. I'm just turning on my ceiling fan because it's quite warm in here. Okay, here I am. Sorry about that, guys. Leave camera. Oh my God. Yeah, so let's ask if Britney did cheat on Sam. I don't feel that she did, but let's ask. Let's just see what the cards say. Let's see. Well, when I ask directly, did Britney cheat? Flat out, no. Which I wasn't feeling from when I focused on her energy. I wasn't feeling that she did. So I'm getting a flat out no. This is no sex, no sex or anything like that. However, I do get that she came upon some knowledge that I think Sam. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Happy Friday. Melissa, 2 weeks from today, I'm going to be starting my live streams about an hour to an hour and a half later, just an FYI. So anyway, I think that she came upon some, so Britney came upon some information about Sam that, oh my God, Sam doesn't want to stay in my hand, that made her not happy. So I think she found something out about Sam. And I do feel like there may have been. Yes. Thank you, Chrissy. Yeah. Put everyone, click the notification bell so that when the live does come out, you guys will get notified. Yeah, you're welcome, Melissa. Yeah, well, that's one of the rumors too, Penny, is that he was talking to her family. I'm going to ask that too. Actually, you know what? Let me make a note of that because I don't literally have that one on my list. Let me just add that so I don't forget. Family. Okay. So, but anyway, I think that this is interesting. I do think that Britney may have been talking, I don't know, maybe had lunch, I don't know, with someone, but it was platonic. It was not like cheating. It was not anything like that. It was platonic. And I think she did that because she heard some information. She learned something about Sam that Sam was doing. So that's another question I want to ask: is this information, was it him cheating? And if you remember, I think was it last week or the week before, she posted something on her either Instagram or TikTok with a Cardi B song that was talking about cheating. And we asked if it was because she thought Sam was cheated. And I got yes. So I'm going to just double check on that to see but so anyway, Britney did learn some information about that, something that Sam was doing that she didn't like. So she started talking to someone, but it was platonic. There was no intent on, cheating or anything like that. Nothing like that. Maybe he used that as an excuse to turn it around on her. That's a good point. That's a really good point. And it very well could be, because a lot of times someone who's doing something will project it on the other person and make it seem like the other person is doing it. So I feel bad for Britney too. Texting with a woman. Well, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering that, Penny. So Britney, did something. So then I'm seeing Sam getting really angry about Britney talking with this other guy, which was totally platonic. I don't think there was I never felt, hi, David, how are you? Good to see you too. Happy Friday. David, just so you know, 2 weeks from today, I start a new schedule. So I'll be on an hour to an hour and a half later than I typically am. Just an FYI. So anyway, I think because she did this, because she was mad at something she found out that Sam was doing, she started talking to someone, which was platonic. And then Sam got livid, like furious about that. And like, I'm talking livid. I mean, you can't, he was really upset. So there was something going on with them. But let's ask. So no, I don't think Britney cheated on Sam at all. Quite honestly, her energy to me doesn't even feel like she's that type of person. I don't feel that she's that type of person that would do something like that. If she's in a committed relationship, she's in a committed relationship. I know back when they were like kids, she may have cheated on Justin Timberlake. I get that. But they were like little kids then. Like, she's more than grown up since then. And, I just think, and by the way, I think Timberlake cheated on her first. So, anyway, I just don't feel her energy now would be that type of person to cheat or be unfaithful. I don't get that. I don't get it. All right. So now let's ask if Sam actually cheated on Britney, or if it was, I don't know, texting. I feel sorry for her too. Or if it was like texting someone, or, sadly, I didn't do any tarot practice as my cat had to be put down on Tuesday morning. Just get to know the house with quiet. Oh, I'm so sorry, David. That's so sad. Sending you lots of love and healing. That's so sad. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm heartbroken for Britney. She just can't get a break in life. Sending love her way. Good. Yeah, she needs it. And let's send some love to David too. That's sad. Our little fur babies, man, they're like our family. They're our children. And it's just awful when we lose one. It's really heartbreaking. So, I've gone through it. They bring us so much joy, but then this is the crappy part of it, right? Just so sad. Your cat's name was Tiger. I had him for 12 years. I'm sorry. That's so sad. It's going to be tough, and you just take the time that you need. Is Britney's lawyer working with the family again and not having Britney's best interest like she did with K-Fed divorce? That's a good question, Chrissy. We'll ask that too. We'll ask that. But let's ask if Sam cheated, because I saw that, in the last question, that Britney learned something that he did. And, she learned something. So let's see if he actually cheated. See, I don't feel like Sam cheated, but I think he did something that made Britney mad. Well, I don't think that Sam technically cheated. I think hi, Mar, how are you? Happy Friday. I think that Sam, I don't think he technically cheated. I think though he was probably talking to someone. I think he was talking to someone. So maybe it was texting, maybe it was I don't know, private direct messaging or, on social media or something. I think he was doing something that maybe was a little flirty or something. I am actually getting that he may have even led this person to believe that he may be interested in possibly doing something. I don't know that he actually would have gone through with it, but I think he was, I think he was doing flirty stuff, and I think he may have said too much on whatever the text or chat or whatever it was. So, I mean, I know Britney found out. I mean, I saw that in the last question, and I'm seeing here, this is secrets discovered. So I do think that, she found something, and, I don't think it was literally cheating though. But he was doing something, and I'm getting the feeling he led this person to. Oh, that's a good question, Chris. Flirting with a famous person. Let's ask that. And I didn't forget about your question, Chrissy. I'm going to add that to my list just so I don't forget. Let's see. So was he flirting with a famous person? Good question. All right, I added that to my oh, Chrissy, I wanted to add your question too. If her lawyer, Matt Rosengart, how did you say that? Let me go back and look. I forget how you said that. You said, is Britney's lawyer working with the family again and not having Britney's best interests like she did with KATHIE'S divorce? Wait a minute. Are you talking about Matt Rosengart? I don't think. Hi, Andrew. Happy Friday. I don't think that Matt Rosengart would work with her family because. Yes, Andrew, but you know what? I'll do questions from the chat like later in the video after I get through some stuff on my list. So yes, but a little bit later. Laura Wasser. You know what? I heard about that. The woman attorney. Okay. So the woman attorney, you know what? That's another question. Let me ask that because that's interesting. Okay, no problem, Andrew. It'll be like after I'm kind of done asking she does have a heart of gold. I know. And it's just awful what she's been through. But this Laura Wasser attorney, if I'm not mistaken, represented KATHIE'S in their divorce. So if that's the case, isn't that a conflict of interest that she'd be representing Britney now? Because I heard that she was representing Britney. I have no idea if that's true or not. I just saw that on some YouTube creators, I don't know, something. Yeah, so that's another good question because first of all, if it was Britney, if Britney hired her, first of all, why? What, like, why? She went against you to help you lose your children to numbnuts, K-Fed. I mean, I don't know. We'll ask about that too. That's another really, really great question. She was Britney's attorney. Was she? Okay, so maybe I had it wrong. See, I don't follow this stuff like I probably should. Okay, so she was Britney's attorney with K-Fed. Well, if that's the case, she did a terrible job because Britney ended up losing her children. And K-Fed's getting all this money. So numbnuts, K-Fed numbnuts. That's what I think of him. I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of him. I think he's a slug. He's a freeloader, numbnuts. That's, I don't like him. I didn't realize that Laura was her attorney then. That makes more sense then. Well, let's ask. So I asked if Britney cheated on him, if he cheated on her. So let's ask if Sam is going to try, going against or overriding the prenup, I guess might be the way to say it. If he's going to try to fight the prenup. I mean, from what I understand, it's pretty ironclad. Excuse me, but I was watching an attorney give his opinion on a YouTube creator's channel today, and he said even when people have ironclad prenups, if the person wants to still contest it or it fits, right? Numbnuts, K-Fed numbnuts. It fits perfectly with him, I think. I know she is. So anyway, this attorney said that even if you have an ironclad prenup, that what can happen is the person can still contest it. And usually because people don't want, especially if it's a famous person or a wealthy person, they don't want the bad press or all of their stuff, like, because, when you file court documents, it's public, right? Anyone has access to look it up and whatever. So he said, typically when someone does contest it, the famous person will just settle for something because, yes, that's right, Chrissy. That's who I watch. Christopher Melcher. I love him. Yes, there's always a loophole. And yeah, well, did he actually say that she cheated though? Or is that just a tabloid rumor? I know that that's the rumor out there. I just don't know if he actually said it, or if the tabloid papers just kind of put it out there, or I don't know. But yeah, Christopher Melcher, yeah, he was on Popcorn Planet today, and he was basically saying there's always a loophole, and especially even if it's an ironclad, the person can contest it, and then he requested spousal support. Can anyone just go do make their own living? Why is everyone latching on to Britney? It makes me so angry. Makes me so angry. I mean, Penny, did he actually request spousal support, or was that something that was pre-negotiated in the prenup? See, I don't know what's in the prenup. Hi, Ashley. Once a victim, always a victim. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Well, Britney was sold out by her family before she even got here. And In the divorce. Oh, in the divorce papers. See, I haven't seen. I mean, I know Andy on Popcorn Planet brought up the document, but I didn't read through them. So I didn't know what the document said. Spousal support. What? Like go make, you know what? Go make your own damn living. Pardon my French, but I can't. I get so irritated with these people who latch on to her. And hi, Stephanie. Happy Friday. Hey, Stephanie, just an FYI, 2 weeks from today, my schedule's going to change most likely, and I'll be doing my live streams an hour to an hour and a half later than I typically do. Just an FYI. So anyway, spousal support. Oh my God, I'm so annoyed by that. Go out and make your own darn living. I mean, stop. Ugh. Anyway, okay. So let's ask if Sam is going to, I guess if he's asking for spousal support, wouldn't that be overriding the prenup, I'm guessing? So I'm going to say it like this. If Sam tries to override the prenup and still get something from her, then will he be successful? Did Sam plan this married for exactly 1 year? I don't know. Well, you know what Christopher Melcher, that attorney, said, if I'm not mistaken, Chrissy, remind me correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that attorney Christopher Melcher said that or was he just giving a general? Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to say, because it may be that he was giving a general. See, I thought he said that that in the prenup, they had to be married for 2 years. And if they were married for 2 years or longer, then he would get, and then they got divorced. He would get $1 million from Britney for each year over 2 years that they are together. So it's not technically been 2 years. It's only been, I think, 13 months or something. Yeah, I know. I thought he said $2 million for 2 years, but he's getting $1 million. He shouldn't get anything. Rosengart was Britney's lawyer that got her out of the conservatorship. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I totally misunderstood. I thought that Laura Wasser was KFED's attorney. So I had that wrong. I'm glad you guys pointed that out to me. Yeah, I thought that's what Christopher Melcher said too, Stephanie, was that if they stayed married for 2 years, then he would get $2 million. So it's not been 2 years. It's been, I think, 13 months. So what does that mean? Does that mean he's going to? All right. So let's ask, she worked for Kim K. Oh, I don't like those Kardashians. Some dark energy around them too, especially Kim. I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know. I don't trust anything involving her. All right, so let's ask if Sam does try to get the spousal support or whatever, if he's going to actually, going to win and be successful getting extra money out of Britney that was not already pre-agreed upon in the prenup. Let's ask it like that. Hi, Lena. You know what, Lena? I am going to ask a different question about the plane lady today, but I did ask that question. I want to say, was it 2 live streams ago or 3 live streams ago? I forget. But on my past live streams, if you look back at my past live streams, I try to put in the subject line all of the people that I'm asking about, the celebrities or whoever, in the subject line. And then if you go in the description, I have timestamps of where I talk about each topic in the video so that you could find, get to the subject that you're looking for quickly. So, but I did ask that. Okay, so if Sam does, and by the way, Lena, yes, she actually did. So when I ask if Sam would pursue something and would he win or whatever, he is definitely going to pursue trying to get, extra stuff from Britney outside of the prenup. He is absolutely going to try to do that. We need to ask Ed Sheeran to write a song called Allegedly. I know. And it would be beautiful because it's Ed Sheeran singing it, right? Allegedly. Oh my God, I think I broke the screen. I broke the camera. It's also convenient the timing of Sam filing for divorce is after Britney is finished with her book. Yeah, I agree with you, Persnickety. I agree. They're trying to make Britney look crazy so no one takes her book credible. She has been dropping clues on her Instagram that when her fans read her book, we can go back and put 2 and 2 together. I think that I'm not happy that they're even making her take out so much of her story out of her book to begin with. I mean, I understand that she's trying to prevent lawsuits or whatever, but, defamation or libel or whatever. I'm not an attorney. So I get that. But, I mean, she should be free to, I don't know. I just want her to be able to tell her story. That's all. I just feel bad for her. But anyway, so yeah, Sam, I definitely see him trying to get more than what was agreed upon in the prenup. Is he going to get more? I'm getting no. And yay. He shouldn't get anything. I hope she does an interview like she wanted to do too. Yeah, I hope she does too. Yeah, I'm getting that no, Sam will not end up getting more than what was agreed upon in the original prenup. But boy, he's going to try. And what's going to be brought up is nope. You had a prenup agreement. You've only been together a year, a little over a year, 13 months or whatever it's been. So like a year. No, that's what I'm getting. So, and it's going to be, whatever. Remember I said in the first question that Britney learned some information that Sam was doing. And then I asked about Sam and I said, I think he might've been flirting with somebody through a DM or texting or whatever. It's going to come out that, he was heading towards cheating, even if he didn't actually do it yet. So it is going to be brought up. Who protects Britney? Well, I don't think Britney has anybody. I mean, I feel bad for her. He was cheating. Britney looked through his phone. Yeah, that's what I got, Stephanie. I mean, I definitely saw that in the cards when I asked that. And I don't feel that he actually did cheat. I feel that he was maybe, making it sound to whoever he was talking to like it could happen or it could go that way. So I don't feel that he actually cheated, but I feel that he was being inappropriate in some, message or whatever. Then they blamed her as if she even has permission to leave the house. I know. It will be brought up as emotional romance. Yeah. Well, yeah, and it should. Her sister liked the divorce announcement. I don't know. You know what? I'll ask that, Penny. I don't know what it is about Sam's sister. I don't necessarily feel it on Sam, but I've not picked up good energy about his sister. That's how it starts. His sisters are evil. Well, I don't know anything about his sisters really, other than whenever I've heard little snippets about them or maybe seen pictures, I instantly got this very dark energy with them. So, I don't get anything good about his sisters at all. So I'm not surprised that she would have liked the divorce, clicked like on it. I wouldn't be surprised by that. So the good news is I don't think Sam's getting an extra penny than was already agreed in the prenup. They're all in medical field or Botox doctors. Botox doctors? Okay. Okay. Hi, Linda. Happy Friday. Yeah, I don't think Sam's going to get anything. And I'm happy about that. Okay, so let's ask Penny, let's ask your question. If, excuse me, if this person that Sam was like flirting with or whatever, if it was with a famous person, let's ask that. It's not answering me a solid yes or no if it was with a famous person, but this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that maybe it's not like a famous person like Britney to that level, but I think it's someone who is kind of well known for something. So maybe like a lower level famous person, I guess, if there is such a thing. That's kind of what I'm getting. So I'm going to say sort of a famous person, maybe, but not like a lower level, not someone who would be as well known as like Britney or like a C or D celeb. Right. Hi, Andrew. Yes, like a C or D, not in the limelight. Exactly. Yeah. So like a lower level, whoever. So I do think it's someone famous. And I think if, well, I guess it could technically still happen, but I think if Britney wouldn't have seen the DM or whatever it was, Sam probably eventually would have pursued going further with this person. So, I think it would have been, but I think because Britney caught it, and now he can't do anything because it's going to look bad, right? It's going to make him look bad. Like, the tabloids and whatever are going to come out and say, well, now look, Sam is saying she did, but look at what he's doing. So I think, Linda, I'm going to do questions for the people in the chat like later in the video. So just remind me later, okay? Is the person someone Britney knows? You know, that's a good question. That's a good question. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that reminder. Okay, so yeah, let's ask if this person that, yeah, that's why he got so mad. Yeah. Well, I think what I saw is the reason why Sam got so upset is because when Britney found that, he tried to play it off. Thank you, Chrissy. When Sam tried to play it off as this is nothing, you know, it's just, we're just whatever. It's nothing, means nothing. So Britney then started talking to a guy, but it was purely platonic, but I don't think Sam knew that. And that's, I think, what Sam really got upset about. And, you know, what does he want? I mean, you started it. He started it. What do you expect? So you started it, Sam, but yet you're going to try to get her money? What? I don't know. I don't know. It's just annoying. The whole thing is annoying. Let's ask that question, Mar. If this person that Sam was, you know, I guess flirting with, or however you want to say it, if it was someone that Britney knows. Sounds like Justin when he cheated first. Bingo. That's right, Stephanie. Agreed. Yeah, so let's ask if whoever this person was that Sam was like, you know, DMing with or texting with, if it's someone that Britney knows. Britney falls for slugs. I know. Well, you know, I think part of that, Chris, is that she's got this, she's kind of being bound by this dark energy from that her family put her in. So this dark energy is not allowing her to really find love or, you know, be happy. So it's kind of sad. I wish we could all get a message to Britney that she needs to do some energy clearing to try to disconnect from them. Daddy issues. She just really wants love. Yeah. Yeah. I know she just wants to be happy and free. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Can we do an energy clearing for her? Yeah, absolutely. Anyone who wants to send some clearing to, you know, some healing, clearing energy to Britney, please do that. I mean, I do that for her. And I think the more people that do that, it, you know, would be better. So I'm getting a double no that I don't think this was someone that Britney knew. So it, you know, it wasn't a person that she knew, but poor Britney. She was very upset when she saw the flirting, texting, whatever it was that she learned. I feel bad for her. I just feel bad for that girl. But no, I don't think it was anyone that Britney knew personally, or that she had met or anything like that. Didn't you also talk about the karmic history Britney had with her parents and family? I thought that was fascinating. Yeah, Britney doesn't value herself as a person or a woman. I bought all the stuff in Cambria. Oh, good, Stephanie. Yeah, you know, Britney is, you know, so yes, I feel that there's like a ancestral thing, like an ancestral thing that Sam, according to rumor, says she's violent with him. I don't buy it. Sorry, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I'm not feeling that. I don't think so. I'm not saying she may not yell and scream, but I don't feel like she physically harms him or anything like that. I don't feel that. But anyway, so yeah, I feel like there's like in Britney's family, there's like and I think it goes back generations, that their family allegedly has just, they're like, made deals or whatever with dark, and have dark in them, on them, and that's what's driving everything that they've done. And I think even before Britney was born, she was sold into dark to get famous, whatever, so that her parents could get her money. And she's never been able to really get out of that. She really has to have a clearing done. I mean, you can get out of that stuff. That's the good news. You can get out of it, but you have to really do some work on it. And with the energy I feel from her family, it would take some seriously strong work for her to get out of it. He's building a case. Yeah. Yeah, I can see her getting hyper emotional, but not being violent. Yeah, I'm not saying she may not yell or scream. I mean, who doesn't if you get in an argument, right? Probably everybody does. After this divorce, I would like for Britney to work on herself and her children and go to therapy, who is not involved with any of her people, so she can heal and grow stronger and become secure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that would be great, but I think she needs, I just know how energy works. I know how energy works, and you can go to therapy or whatever, but unless you disconnect from heavy dark energy, that dark energy is just going to stay there, and then it'll make the therapy not work, and it'll, the dark doesn't want you to heal. So, Britney, if you're listening, get some energy clearing, because she needs to, separate from that. Can you ask if you see any relationships for her near future with someone who actually helps her in this life path? That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, let's ask. I mean, someone that's like good for her, right? That actually, that's the thing. I know this is not a popular thing, but I have always felt from day one that Sam actually did love Britney. I think he still does love her to some extent. I think it's diminished a little bit because of all the stress with their relationship, I think, from her family and his, evil sisters. But I think he really did love Britney. I think he still does love Britney. I don't know that I felt that Britney really loved Sam like he loved her. I never felt that loves her. She needs that. My faith in God protects me from all that. And you don't have to be a saint, just not do harm to anyone. Yeah, it's definitely helpful, Mar, to have faith in God, for sure. I'll say this, that you can, the brighter the light person, right? The one that's the closest to God, that is this beautiful bright light, the brighter the light, the more the dark is going to try to quash that. So sometimes you just need to do some extra things to try to disconnect from that. Unfortunately, it's both good and bad energy are around us. It's all around us. So, you can't All you have to do is turn on the news to know that. I felt the same way. He loved her more than she loved him. Yeah, I've always felt that. Everything evil going on in the world today, fires in Maui and now hurricanes. I know. And those Maui fires, I really do not feel. I feel it was not an accident. That's what I pick up, psychically. New York Post published an article a couple years ago titled "Britney Spears' Family Has a Long Dark History of Locking Women Up." Yeah, yes. That's right, Persnickety. I had forgotten about that, but yes. Absolutely correct. I think it was Britney's grandmother. Was it her grandmother or great-grandmother that was locked up in an institution? Yes. Scary stuff. I'm telling you, that family has sold in with the dark. Plain and simple. People have reported seeing laser beams in Maui. Yeah, I just, Lena, I just, that's what I pick up psychically, that the Maui fires are not an accident. That was intentional, allegedly. So, yeah, this world is just nuts. All right, so let's get back to Britney. Let's ask if she will ever, meet like a true love that is actually good to her. And I think Sam was good in a lot of ways in the beginning to Britney. So I'm going to rephrase that. I'm going to say it like that. We need to do a clearing for our world. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to ask it like this. Will Britney ever meet a true love that is really good to her and loves her genuinely, that Britney also loves genuinely? Let's ask it like that, so that they both feel, this genuine love for each other. I mean, it does show that she has to heal. I mean, we already know that, right? She has to go through a healing process, which is going to take a while. I mean, not just from the divorce, but from the whole conservatorship, just everything that she's gone through in her life, right? She's got a lot of healing to do. I mean, right now, I don't know that I'm seeing anyone. I don't know that I'm seeing anyone right now for Britney that's coming in that would be considered like a true love, where, the person that genuinely loves her, but she also genuinely loves them. Not right now. There is a potential for someone to come in at some point, but it's a ways out. I'm not feeling it anytime soon. And really what it's saying is that she needs to work on herself. She's got to get herself back on track. So, I mean, she has a lot of stuff that has gone on, especially that conservatorship messed her up. So then losing her children messed her up. I mean, she's had some serious things that have happened in her life. What Justin Timberlake did to her messed her up, so she's just got some really heavy healing to do. And I think she needs to do that before, this person can come in. I mean, I see the potential for someone, but it's not anytime soon. She's just got too much healing that needs to happen before she'd even be ready to let somebody in. Is Britney a reincarnation of her great-grandmother? That's an interesting question. Is this her past karma or what? I think even if she met Mr. Right, she'll not be ready to trust anyone anytime soon. Exactly, Persnickety. That's exactly what I think. I don't think she is ready. And Stephanie, I don't feel in this case that this is, yes, I am, Andrew. Yes, I am. He's on my list. Absolutely. Crazy. Yes. So I think in this particular case for Britney, I think it's not karma, it's dark energy. I think it's dark energy that generations of her family have been involved in, and they all sold themselves to this dark side, and the dark side is running things. So yeah, I don't think in this case it's her karma. Unfortunately, I just think she got caught up in this, you know. It is sad. I know. I just think she got caught up in this darkness, and I really feel that it was that it was planned for Britney to be born, and she was sold before she got here, before she was born, into this dark to take the path that she's taken. That's what I pick up. If it was her grandma and a great aunt, I think that were both institutionalized by the Spears men. There were at least two. I'm not surprised. I mean, I can feel the dark energy on them. It's just insane. All right, so let's ask this last question about Britney. If she is reincarnated, if Britney is either her grandmother or great grandmother reincarnated. Let's ask that. I'm kind of feeling no, but I'll ask the cards. She has to break the cycle. Absolutely, Mar. Energy work to disconnect. Energy work. Britney, do some energy work. I hope she does some energy work. But anyway, all right. So let's ask if she is her grandmother or great grandmother reincarnated. I don't think so. I'm getting a no on that. I'm getting a no on that. Yeah. See, this is sad to me too. This is, coming right out and saying that the grandmother was trapped, which literally was institutionalized. So, this is confirming that. But I feel in some ways the grandmother soul is still trapped. Major energy work needs to be done on that whole family. I mean, I can feel it. It's really sad. I don't think it was I don't think she's reincarnated as the grandmother, because Britney was contracted to be brought here and was sold into the dark to kind of, have this famous life and bring in all this money for the family and all of that. So she posts about third eye and spiritual things on her Instagram. Sometimes I think when she's medicated, she can actually pick up on higher frequencies or connect with spirit. Yeah. I haven't looked at her Instagram in a long time. But yeah, I feel bad for Britney. We want to send her lots of love and healing, and just hope that she can disconnect, because that's really how she's going to be able to heal, is to disconnect from this dark. So, all right. Well, let's talk about Um, Johnny Silvestri. Do you guys know? I obviously know Andrew must know who Johnny Silvestri is, but does anyone else know who he is? Do I need to just give a little brief description about him? Johnny Silvestri is connected with the Colleen Ballinger case. And Andrew, what's the oh my God, what's his name? The young man that's 20 now that's been coming out. I'm drawing a blank on his name. So this is a whole convoluted story. And if you remember, I did actually do a video about, it was a pre-recorded video about Colleen Ballinger's ukulele video. Adam McIntyre. Thank you, Ashley. So I did a video on Colleen Ballinger's ukulele ridiculousness video. So I'll tell you a little bit more, but I'm going to say this is the most convoluted. The story is wild. Yes, Andrew, it's the most convoluted, crazy story. Super cringe. Yes. I don't even know where to begin, but in a nutshell, Adam McIntyre. Okay. I don't even know how to sum this up. Colleen Ballinger, it all starts with Colleen Ballinger, right? And who was this goofy character named Miranda Sings. And she basically, her target audience was, children between the ages of, I think, 12 and 18 or something, 17, whatever. Goofy that turned gross. Yes. And anyway, so she did like these weird satirical skits in YouTube videos. And I mean, if you look at them, they're really creepy. I am feeling physically sick. I don't know why. Probably because we're talking about more darkness, Mar. Still is targeting children. Yes, she is. So basically, then what she would do is so that's her target audience. So what she started to do was have these group chats with these children, young children, and the conversation. And by the way, she was in her 30s, having these group chats with like 13 and 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds. And they'd be talking, sex stuff. Why am I feeling so bad at this moment? I think because we're talking about a lot of dark. So Mar, do this. I'm going to tell you to do a quick visualization. This will help you. I'm going to send you some energy. Do this, Mar. Picture a giant pitcher pouring above your head. The pitcher is filled with the most brilliant, sparkling white light of God's and angels' love and energy and protection. And the pitcher is limitless. And it's pouring into the top of your head, and it's completely filling your entire body, head to toe. It starts to come out when you get full, and it fills up your whole aura. And then once that's full, it just kind of floats out to the universe. And picture that just pushing out any negative. That's a really good affirmation. Inappropriate topics. And her live shows had skits where kids might reach into her pants and pull out cheese ball, for example. Yes. That's right, Andrew. I can only see a devil face. Do that visualization, Mar. And say a quick, Our Father who art in heaven. Okay, so yeah, so this Miranda Sings character, she would have these group chats, and then she started doing live tours, just like Andrew said, and she would have young children be part of her skit. And like, for instance, she's a woman. She played a creepy uncle. And she would have like a bag of Cheetos in her pants and have like, I think, how old was that little boy, Andrew? Like, he looked like to me like he was 12 or 13, but she had him reaching in her pants and pulling out Cheetos. She had another young lady 11. Okay. 11 or 12. Yes. He looked very young. And then she did this thing where she spread the legs of this other young lady who was very embarrassed. That's all I'm going to say. It's just, she talked about a lot of inappropriate, way inappropriate, and did a lot of inappropriate things with these children. And because that was what was done to her by her uncle, she is living out her past trauma. You know what, Stephanie? I agree that I do think that she had something done to her. I agree. I've always felt that, Stephanie. I think you're right on the money with that. However, I know people react to past trauma differently, but you can't do that same thing to then other victims. It's not right. Yeah, agreed, David. Did she get locked up and charged? No. She's still touring. Doesn't make it okay. I don't know how that character was allowed to thrive so long. Exactly, because dark energy. So way back, and I agree with Stephanie, I do think that she was probably abused, you know, by her uncle or someone in her family, whatever. I feel bad for that. Oh, her tour was canceled now. Okay, good. Actually, her tour has been canceled. So, you know, I agree that I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, so if she was abused, which I do feel like she probably was. So she's probably living out some trauma. I get that. I get that. However, when you have a situation like that, that's ruled by dark energy. And the dark energy just does that kind of stuff. So now it's on her, and it's again, it's that generational thing, and it just keeps going. So, you know, that's why she's continued to kind of do this crazy stuff. It happened to her, so she grew up thinking it was normal and okay. Right, Ashley? Done, thanks. Did that help, Mar? No, you can't do it just because it may have happened to her. It's called self-control as an adult being with children. That's right, David. You were talking about her possibly being abused. I do feel, when I focused on the energy, I think that she was. The actual crime she committed is sending dirty pics to minors. Yes, but she has not been charged or anything yet. So nothing is, you know, and it could be that they're still investigating. There's a lot to investigate. This is like the craziest story. You know what I recommend? This is what good. I'm glad, Mar. This is what I recommend. Go to the YouTuber that I think covers it incredibly well is Swoop. That's her YouTube handle. SWOOP, Swoop. Go on her channel, and I think she's just completed the third in a series about Colleen Ballinger. Go watch that because it gives you all of the details. But the third one that she just dropped, I think not even 24 hours ago, or maybe a day and a half ago. Yeah, there's so much. I know. I feel bad for anyone being abused, but it does not give you exactly. Swoop. That's right. You're right, David. SWOOP. She has like really thorough details on the entire thing, all of the victims, what happened to them. More than trying to be funny, she didn't send stuff to kids. Did you mean she did send stuff to kids? Yeah. So go to Swoop, so here's the latest thing. One of the supposed victims was this guy named Johnny Silvestri, who at one point in time was a fan. And I think he became a fan when he was like 15, if I'm not mistaken. So he was a kid, 14 or 15. He was a kid, to be fair, when he was like joining her group, you know, chats that she had with children, and he would go to see her shows and all of that. Colleen Ballinger's husband, who is now her ex-husband, his name is Josh. I forget what his last name is. Anyway, when when a legitimate, oh my God, this is such a confusing story. I hope you guys are even kind of following this. Adam McIntyre came out. He's been saying this for years, but it finally took hold, I think, this year, where he came out with his story, how he was being groomed and all of that, right? Well, once Johnny saw that, and then he started seeing other alleged, victims of Colleen Ballinger and Miranda Sings, Johnny Silvestri jumped on the bandwagon. So initially, it looked like Johnny was a victim too, but he was claiming that it was Colleen's husband that was actually grooming him and doing inappropriate stuff with him. Well, come to find out that, like I said, Swoop just dropped an entire 3-hour episode, which I watched last night and today. And my mind was blown because this Johnny Silvestri lied about everything. He's actually doing the stuff that he's claiming that other people are doing to him or did to him. And he's like 27 now. And right now he's doing group chat things with young kids. And on these group chats, they're drinking alcohol, they're just all this stuff. So in this world, sadly, as an adult, especially as a single adult, you have to be careful around children. Yes. But why wouldn't you be careful around children anyway? Children are the most precious. Children and animals are the most precious. Like they're innocent. They're of pure God's love, and they're innocent, and they're just these beautiful souls. And why wouldn't anyone and everyone just take care of them and be good to them? And I know that that's not realistic because we know that there's, PEDOs in the world and all of that. But this is the image that I picked up from this when you started to talk about this, which I know nothing about at all, but I am okay now. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, Mar, again, it's the dark, right? So it's the dark, and you just need to do some protections, right? Okay. So I literally could go on for like 4 days talking about all of the stuff about Colleen Ballinger, Johnny Silvestri, Adam McIntyre, all of this whole convoluted story, and what Miranda Sings did, and all of this stuff. I encourage you to seriously go watch Swoop's, SWOOP. Go watch her videos and watch them in order. I think the one she dropped today was the third one. And then she's coming out with one more. I don't know when it's coming out, when it's dropping, but it's about Josh, the one who's being accused by Johnny Silvestri. Okay. So this is what I want to ask. I already feel completely 100%. Yes, it is really a mess. It's a complicated situation. Absolutely. I already feel that Johnny feels to me, his energy allegedly feels to me like narcissistic, cold, socio. I'm not going to finish the word. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I pick up from him. So I don't pick up a good energy about him. I was going to say that too. He loves the attention. Johnny is a demon. Yeah, absolutely, Ashley. Yeah, I just get this coldness. No, I don't get like a soul. I just get like this socio blank, fill in the blank. That's the energy I pick up when I focus on him. There's an issue when you lie about this stuff for clout. Absolutely. Well, the thing is, Andrew, have you watched Swoop's latest one on him? She called him out on it and he laughed. He laughed about it. She was calling him out on some stuff and he laughed. I was like, what in the world? I hope Colleen and Johnny get charged for their crimes. Yeah. You and everyone else, Chris, I agree. I did skim through it. Yes. I mean, Andrew, it's worth a watch. I would watch the whole thing. I know it's a big chunk. It's 3 hours, but it's worth it. She has phenomenal research and stuff in that. It's definitely well worth a watch. So anyway, what I wanted to ask about Johnny, I hope Trisha Paytas presses charges against both of them for sharing her pictures. Yes, that was another thing that both Johnny and Colleen Ballinger did. Was this poor Trisha Paytas has an OnlyFans. Okay, whatever. But that's her life, right? She's an adult. She can do what she wants. However, they both pulled up pictures of her and shared them with minors. And these were naked pictures of her. They shared those with minors. So, and Johnny posted them on Twitter. He is a POS. So yeah, I hope that they do too, because that's a serious crime. That's a serious crime. I have a feeling that, we'll ask that. We're going to ask if he is going to be, or any of them are going to be charged, or him. But I'm going to ask first if he's going to be, canceled. If anything will be, in the social media world of canceled, right? Like whatever, everyone starts to, cancel his Twitter, or he loses followers, whatever. So I want to ask that, but then let's ask too if he'll get charged. And I want to ask about Colleen too. I can't remember if I asked if Colleen was on the videos I did of her. I can't remember. It's a very serious crime. Yes. This is so wrong in so many levels. They all need to be locked up and charged in jail time. Yes. I agree. So let's ask if Johnny will get canceled in the modern, social media way of looking at it. I'm going to ask that. Hi, honey. Hi, honey.
Hi, babe.
I think he will. That's my hubby's home. That's who I'm saying hi to. I think he will get canceled. I'm seeing a ton of just people like that are going to really just jump all over him and pounce, and rightfully so for what he's been doing. I mean, he posted private stuff from other victims that they specifically told him, we don't want you to post it. He posted it anyway, and then said, girl, get over it. I'm reporting on it. What are you there, babe? One of the people on here, Chris, she's waving back to you and she says, hi, honey, waving at hubby. So yeah, I do see like people, and he's going to be stressed. He is going to be stressed. I mean, there's like so many cards here that are, and more is going to come out about him. So I think Swoop did a fantastic job of bringing to light a lot of the stuff that he did. I think there's even more coming out about him, about Johnny Silvestri. So allegedly. So I think that more is coming out about him that we don't even know yet. We're gonna hear more that he's done. And I think it was with, probably most likely what I'm hearing is it's with that, it's his name, Tim, that guy supposedly that is his best friend that was doing some of these group chats with him. I think it's Tim something, or Tom, I don't know. Anyway, he's stressed. So yes, I see people jumping all over him for this, which rightly so. I mean, he deserves that. So let's ask if Johnny will ever, if any kind of charges relating to anything be brought against him, whether it's Trisha Paytas, if it's some of these other victims, if it's, whatever. Let's ask if any charges will be brought against Johnny, allegedly. They're still doing an investigation. That's why nothing has happened yet. I can see them still investigating. Yes. Double yes. So I'm getting criminal charges will be brought against him. Double yes. And they should. They should. So double yes, I see charges, but the reason that they haven't yet is because there is still an investigation going on. I think authorities have way lot of details that they have not even been talking about because they're doing this investigation in keeping it quiet. So it's going to be a little bit yet. It's going to be a while before anything is filed. But I do think charges are going to be filed, but they are definitely talking to people and trying to find out the full story. So, yeah, I do think charges will be brought against Johnny, and rightly so. Yeah. Yeah, I do think that he will get charged. So that's good. I mean, the things that he's done are, both him and Colleen have done terrible things, and they both really need to be charged. And what will happen with Colleen? Yeah, let's ask Andrew. Let's ask if any criminal charges will be brought against Colleen. Let's ask that. I think this is going to sound strange, but I think good, he and she should be charged. Absolutely. Yeah. This is going to be strange. I'm seeing that, yes, Colleen may be charged. I think that the charges against Johnny Silvestri will be stronger, like, or maybe more charges or something. You know how sometimes, like, people will be charged with multiple things in a criminal case, whatever. So let's say we're talking about robbery. So it'll be robbery and maybe kidnapping and, property damage or whatever. They're going to tack on all these different things. That's what I think they're going to do with Johnny. With Colleen, I don't know if it's going to be as much as Johnny, but I do think she's going to get charged. I can tell you right now, she's going to have to pay out a lot of money. I do think lawsuits are coming, probably civil lawsuits, and I think that she's going to have to pay. And she should. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of money going out. So I do think that, I just, for some reason, I feel like she's not going to get as strict or as, maybe I might say serious of charges, or maybe not the amount of charges that Johnny Silvestri will get. I think it'll be a little bit less, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if she was sneakier. I don't know, because she is a follower. This is some case. I have never heard of these people. Well, Chrissy, go watch that swoop videos. There's many. She did like a little docuseries on it. And she just dropped the third one. But it's, you could literally go on Google and type in, Colleen Ballinger case details or timeline of events or whatever. And it'll kind of go through, at least the overview. Look into her current husband, Eric. Did he know what will become of him? I just subscribed to her channel. We'll watch it later. Good. Yeah, she's fabulous. She really is thorough. Her and her team really research stuff very well. Yeah, let's ask Andrew. I didn't realize her. I guess I didn't realize she was remarried again. Or maybe I did. I don't know. Okay. So let's ask if her current husband, Eric, knew about any of the stuff that happened that, allegedly Colleen did with these minors. Or against Patricia Paytas, for that matter, which is with the NUDE pictures that she was sharing. I'm going to say that Eric didn't really know the extent of all of this stuff until it started coming out. I think with, Adam McIntyre and all of that. And now that all of this stuff is coming out, I'm seeing him angry. So I feel like he did not know the extent of what Colleen was maybe doing or had done in the past or did on her shows or whatever. And I think he's pretty angry with her. I don't know that I feel them breaking up, at least not yet, but he is really angry with her, with Colleen. I feel Eric is on the victim side. That's kind of what I'm getting, which is stressing Colleen out because this is supposed to be a person that's supposed to be supporting her. And, it's her husband and he's not supporting her. He's angry and is like, what the hell were you thinking? I cannot believe you did this. What were you doing? And he's taken the victim side. So Colleen is really alone right now because, what she's perceiving as this person's supposed to be her support person is not supporting her. What are the parents saying about this happening to their children? Are they upset and got attorneys? Yeah, I felt that too. What's scarier is they have kids of their own. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Ashley. They do have kids, don't they? Maybe should we ask if Colleen will lose custody of her children if they split up? Let's ask that. Let's ask if Colleen will lose custody of her children if her and Eric split up. She might lose them. Yeah, let's ask. And then I'll ask yours, Chrissy. I'm getting yes. I'm getting that if her and ERIK, her current husband, split up, I'm getting that she may just lose custody. That's what I'm getting. And I don't think that a judge would be in her favor because there's so much stuff that has come out. There's so much, evidence, victims, all of this stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm getting a solid yes. I do think that if she and ERIK split up, that she would lose custody. I'm seeing a judge not being happy with her. This is losing custody. So yeah. I agree, Andrew. Would not be seen as it's alleged, but many believe Colleen cheated on her ex with her current husband, ERIK. ERIK was an actor on the Netflix show about Miranda Sings. I didn't know that. I just feel ERIK is really upset with everything he's been hearing, about Colleen. And then, of course, with this Johnny. So, man, by the time I got done watching that Johnny Silvestri swoop episode this morning, I was livid. I was like, who? This guy. Yes, she did cheat and leave Josh. I forgot about that. Yeah, I didn't know about that, but I'm not surprised. I have to say, Josh feels like kind of a good person. I know he was involved in a lot of the stuff that happened when he was with Colleen, but I kind of pick up that he was kind of a victim too. Like she had manipulated him or wore him down, or I don't know how to say it. Josh was devastated when she divorced him. Yeah, I just feel she abused him mentally, emotionally, told him he was the problem. Well, of course, because Colleen is, dark energy too. So she's a narcissist too. So it's never going to be her fault. I mean, just look at the ukulele video, and that tells you everything you need to know about her. She's making the song about what victims are saying about her. She's a total narcissist too, and a dark energy. So I don't know. I hope Josh is okay. But anyway, yeah, I think she's going to lose custody. I do. If she and ERIK split. Boy, ERIK is really mad. I can feel him really, really upset. So, yeah. That's Colleen and Johnny Silvestri. Boy, your blood is going to be boiling if you watch that swoop episode, especially the one that just dropped today. But I would watch them in order so you kind of get a history of what happened. Oh, my blood was boiling this morning. All right, I'm going to ask one more question on my list, and I'm going to save one for next week. The plane lady. You all remember the plane lady? I'm telling you right now, that MRFer is not real. Remember her? So we all know who she is now. Tiffany something, Gomez or something. I don't know. She's come out with an apology video, and you can tell in her apology video that she's I felt that she's very shaken. That's a good idea, Chrissy. Yeah. So I felt that she was very, I could feel her remorse. I could feel her sorrow. Like I could feel when this was happening, when she was on the plane, I could feel her sheer panic, and anxiety that, she saw what she saw. So, I mean, I could feel it. So anyway, she came out a few days, maybe a week ago or whenever it was, with this kind of apology video. And my daughter wanted me to ask if this apology video that she came out with, because if I'm not mistaken, I know people hate when I say that. People can be so mean sometimes in the chat, but they say, why don't you do your research? So I didn't do my research, and oh well, I didn't do my research. So, but anyway, I think she works for Microsoft, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, I wanted to ask, if my daughter actually wanted to ask this, if this Tiffany was forced to make this apology video by her company, which I believe is Microsoft. So let's ask if they're the ones who kind of, told her, hey, look, you're making us look bad. You've got to come out with this apology video or whatever, maybe to save her job. I don't know. So let's ask if she came out with this apology video because her company basically kind of gave her no other option, that she had to do this. Yes. Yep. Solid yes. Yes, I believe someone suggested she come out with that apology. Yeah, I'm getting a solid yes. and I specifically, the cards clears up the research. Yeah. I do feel that her company basically said, me too, Chris. I believe her too. I know, I feel really bad for her. But yes, I'm getting that her company pretty much said, kind of gave her an ultimatum and said, you've got to do this. I mean, you made us look bad, whatever, some agreement, So yes, I do think, because I really, when I focus on her energy, I don't feel that she would have come out on her own because she was too embarrassed. So it's not that she didn't feel any remorse or anything, because I feel that she genuinely does. I just feel that she was so embarrassed that she didn't want to do that, because then, people would really see who she is and whatever, make comments on the apology video, and she just was too embarrassed. So yeah, I do think her company kind of forced her to do this. So I do feel bad for her. All right. So I think, Chris, did you ask me a question, something about your finances? What was that question? I'll ask that. I just don't remember where it was in the chat. It's probably quite a ways up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you know what? I think I've lost it. Oh, there. Okay, good. Yeah, Ashley, I'm going to hold off until next week and ask about Julian Sands. Maybe I'll ask about him too. All right. So will my financial situation get any better? Okay, let's ask. Yeah, maybe I'll add him on. Let's see. Are you looking for a job, Chris? Because I do see a job coming to you, an offer. Yes, Chris, your financial situation will improve, but not right away. Not right away. So I'm getting a little bit of time, but I do get a job coming in for you. I don't know if you're looking for a job, but I do get an offer coming to you. It's not going to be like your dream job, but it'll be a job that'll start bringing in money. But I see you, your finances getting to a point where you're feeling pretty stable, and they do get better. I mean, I can see that you're kind of stressed right now that the finances aren't great, but I definitely see better finances coming in. So yes, I do see that. And part of it is with this new opportunity that comes in. I would do some energy clearing though, because, I would do some black tea light candles, do one every day. And I would do, maybe some Palo Santo spray and some frankincense and myrrh spray. So maybe order those online and do those every day. I think that will help make it happen sooner. But I do think that there's some negative energy that's affecting you that was targeted at you by someone who doesn't have your best interest at heart. Excuse me. So that's what I would say to do. I would like to know if my family will ever reconcile or have a relationship again with my brother Ernie. He seems lost in the dark energy. Oh. Well, I mean, it does show that Ernie's really made some not great decisions. I would probably agree with you that he's got, some dark energy. There's a lot of imbalance here. He's got some heavy, heavy depression. But I actually see him, here's the imbalance and the depression and not making good decisions. So I think, yeah, I mean, I think he's not doing great right now. However, I do think that he is going to start getting stronger. Now, whether that means he goes to counseling or does some energy work or, I don't know. But I think that, yes, I think he will. I do feel the family will get closer with him. Again, at some point, it's not right away, though. He's got to go through some healing. And he's got to disconnect from that negative energy. I mean, I know I sound like a broken record, but really that's such a big part of so many things. And it's kind of an easy fix to just do a couple little things to, try to get rid of that. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I would like to go back into the workforce. Do you see me being successful at this time? It has never worked out in the past. I think I'm heading into a midlife crisis. Yeah, I know the feeling. He gets lost in the wrong religions. Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to get there, Stephanie, but he's got to, you can lead a horse to water, right? He's got to do this himself. The good news is I think he will. So, okay, so So, Lena, I'm going to ask if you'll be successful, lining up some job that you like, and actually get hired somewhere, and get back into the workforce again. You're not a teacher, are you, Lena? Okay, there it is. So yeah, I do see you. It's not right away. I was in a university in the past. Okay. I do think you're gonna get a job. Is it gonna be right away though? I'm hearing about 6 months. You taught computers. Well, it may be doing something like that again because I'm getting you teaching. So I think you're going to be teaching something. And, teaching computers would certainly fall under that. You definitely have great knowledge and skill, experience and skill set, and you have that. I just pick up, person who may have sent you some negative that might be affecting you. And I would just do some clearing. And I think that you could, make that happen easier. I think that that's why you had a hard time, finding something to get back into the workforce. I think, you were just being affected by a little negative. So I would, do a black candle every day and the Palo Santo and the frankincense and myrrh every day. So I think that would help you. Many years ago, a tarot lady told me that she had never had anyone like me. In front of her, she repeated it, and I never asked why. Sometimes I ask myself why she said that. Could you tell me, please? Why sent me black energy? Yeah, I think someone sent you some negative energy, Lena. I don't know who. I can't feel who. It feels like it's a female energy, so I think it's possibly a female that sent it to you. Let me see. I'm getting it's from 2 years ago. So if you remember maybe having a disagreement or something with someone about 2 years ago, or if you were in, worked with somebody or knew somebody that was kind of jealous of you from like 2 years ago, I think that's who it is. Mar, I don't know that I pick up anything specific. And I don't get why that other person told you that they've never met anyone like you. I'm not feeling a specific reason why. And I'm trying to focus on your energy, and you feel like a normal person to me. I don't know. You just feel like like a normal person. So I'm not really sure why that person got that. Someone who is jealous, do a clearing. Yeah. Everyone should be do I say this every single time, like 50,000 times each video? Everyone should be doing a clearing every day, because there's just negative all around us. So we just need to, we need to do that. So, yeah, Mar, I don't really pick up any specific reason. I don't get, your energy feels pretty normal to me. So I don't know what she was picking up on. I don't get anything. I don't get anything particularly, just send it back to them. Their negative energy is their negative energy, not yours. Penny, for every time you say do a clearing and become rich. Yeah. Kathy, did you see where the depression from my brother stems from? Hi, Angie. I get that your brother he's got some dark energy. So is he, I kind of feel some kind of like substance abuse with him. Is he a big drinker or, some kind of substance abuse? Cause that's kind of what I'm feeling for your brother, that maybe, how he got some of this negative on him, cause like drinking and, stuff like that is that makes you open to have stuff come on you very easily. Is new love coming my way? Let's ask Angie. That would be nice. Angie, are you looking for, oh, welcome back, Andrew. So Angie, what I'm getting is, I'm not saying never, but not right now. And the reason not right now is, there's other things that you're meant to focus on. Like, for instance, I see that either a shift in where you go to a new job, a new company, or maybe get moved to a different department, or maybe get a promotion where you're at is coming. I also get that there's a possibility you're moving, like, moving where you live. I'm also getting, see, there's job stuff coming. And I'm also getting, I see you like learning. I don't know if it's literally taking classes or if it's just learning some new things. Could be related to the new job thing. So right now, I see that you're meant to be focused on these other things first. If a new love came in right now, that would take your focus away from doing this other stuff that I think you're meant to take care of first. So I think, so I'm not saying never, but I think right now, I'm not saying anyone, because you're meant to kind of focus on this other stuff. So I'm hearing, Angie, I'm hearing about 6 years. So it's not right away. I wish I could say it was a little sooner than that, but I think you're just meant to focus on some other things right now. Used to smoke cigars. I'm looking for a life partner. Carry selenite with you when around your sister-in-law. I just bought some. Yeah, Stephanie, that's a great suggestion. Absolutely. Lena, carry some selenite on you. Maybe not just when you're around your sister-in-law, but all the time. Just carry that with you, because that's protection. It's really strong protection, and selenite's wonderful. Of course, Andrew. Yeah. Let's see. Did my stepmother allegedly hurt my dad for his money? Oh. Surely if you read tarot for people, they meet all types of people. It seems strange to say She had never met anyone like you before. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't ask, and sometimes it comes to mind because I get many special spiritual things that happen. You're welcome, Lena. Yeah, do some clearing. Okay, so I don't think I'm meant to find love and be happy. Well, Angie, I think you're meant to be happy, and I feel you happy, and I feel a new love will come in, but it's not for a while. But I think you're going to be happy with these new job changes. I mean, I feel that you are. So I think, I just think it's not, I don't think it's meant to happen right now. I think, a little bit, I think you're meant to accomplish some other things first. Um, Her name is Anita, hence the dark energy. I'm not sure what the connection is with Anita and dark energy. I am unable to drive. Self-driving cars are being tested in my state, but not in my area. About when will I be able to use a robo-taxi for transportation? Okay, let's ask. Don't forget to clear it also under the moonlight and sun. Oh, clean the crystal. Yeah, selenite you don't need to cleanse and charge because it's self-cleaning and self-charging. And selenite charges other and cleanses other crystals. So that one you don't need to. Every Anita I've met was a narcissist, not a good name. Okay, so will I be able to use a robotaxi for transportation? About when? Okay, let's ask. Andrew, I feel like before I put the cards down, I felt like it was going to be next year. And then now that I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the cards, I'm getting a 7. So I feel like maybe by July of next year. So it's not right away, but it's maybe about a year, maybe a little less than a year, but I think it's next year. I think you actually may be able to. So it's not right away. I mean, that's the downside, but I feel like by next year, maybe July, around July. You know what you could do too, Andrew? I know if you're new here, welcome. But, I would do some energy clearing. You can burn a black candle every day. That'll help absorb negative energy. And you can spray some Palo Santo and frankincense and myrrh every day. That'll kind of clear and protect, your energy. So just a couple things that you can do to maybe, try to see if you could speed that up a little bit. Thanks. That's not too far off into the future. Yeah. All right, guys. I don't think I'm going to save Julian Sands until next Friday. He is an actor that, yeah, no problem, Andrew. Andrew, I also have a video I did about 1.5 years or 2 years ago. If you look back in my video list, it's called Clearing Energy or something like that, or Clearing Negative Energy. I forget what I titled it, but you might want to take a look at that too. I've got some things that you can do on there too to clear your energy. But anyway, so Julian Sands, I guess, is an actor that he went hiking in January and then disappeared. And then they found his body, think in July. Very sad, but and apparently he was an experienced hiker. So I'm going to ask about him next week because we're already at 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I know the time goes by so fast with you guys. It's so much fun. I say this every week, but I always look forward to coming on these live streams with you guys. So I always love hanging out with you guys. I love you guys. But yeah, so I'll do Julian Sands next week. And next week, it'll still be the same time. So it'll still be around 4 p.m. Central Time. So the same time that I normally start. But then the week after that, it'll be like an hour to an hour and a half later than I normally start. So already, I know. You're a wonderful person. I can sense it. Thank you, Mar. Thank you, Kathy. This has been an awesome live stream. Have a wonderful, blessed evening and weekend, everyone. I'm sending everyone much love and light. Thank you, Chrissy. Hugs. I hung out with you, Kathy. Yeah, I love hanging out with you guys. I love you guys. Big virtual hug from me. Mwah. So have a great weekend. Have a great week coming up, and we will reconvene. We will see each other again next Friday. So regular time next Friday. And then after that, it'll be a little bit later. But I agree with Scout. Today was wonderful. Thank you, Kathy. As always, you're the best. Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks, Kathy. Love to this beautiful community. Yeah, you guys are the best in this chat. So much love. Much love to you all. Enjoy your evening and weekend. Stay safe. I have tried to send you a super chat, but it doesn't work in my part of the world. See you, Stephanie. You know what? That's because I don't get super chats yet. But thank you, Stephanie. I do. If you wanted to send something, Mar, I should say, you can. I have a link in the description of the video. If you wanted to, send a donation or a pretend super chat, I do have my PayPal and Cash App link down there. You can send it that way. I would be very appreciative. Thank you so much for that. So yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Much love. Have a great weekend and stay safe out there and enjoy your weekend. Have a great week. And I'll see you next Friday. Bye, guys. Bye.